Thanks to you guys, YouTube, and some awesome companies, I'm able to own cool toys like this. However, the main issue that I tend to run into is having an optic or any accessories for all of them. Now, it's already hard for me to figure out an optic that I want to throw on top of my AK, being that I'm an AK guy through and through. And just when I thought I was going to have to leave that be for a further date, the company CV Life reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at something on their page. They are a company that is known for making red dots, reticles, optics, you name it, anything that you look through to see the enemy, that's what they make. And what if I told you this red dot is powered by the sun? This is their Wild Hawk multiple reticle solar green dot. And I am so excited to check this guy out because I am terrible at keeping things charged or keeping batteries inside of things and keeping them running, and I am so popular for going to a range day or going to a game and whatever I pick up being unfortunately dead when I get there. So I don't know if this is 100% solar powered or if it is solar assisted, where the solar power is going to help increase your battery life long term. I don't know if it can run without the battery, so we'll see. I'm gonna pop all of the things out here that it comes with. Looks like it comes with all of your mounting hardware, which is huge for any different mounts or any different platforms that you need to get it on. Let's say you have your RMR plates and whatnot that are already pre-installed on something like a TP22 or some of the high Kappas, all of the tools, and of course a battery. So it does take batteries. Looks like it takes the CR1632s. And then you have a couple different like mounting plates as well. And it also comes with a riser, which is kind of crazy. You don't, I feel like, often see red dots that come with a riser. Now, I'll likely be throwing a riser on this one. And I don't know if we're going to need that plate. Oh, this is an adapter for the Glock MOS adapter, or a mounting plate. So we're not going to need this, but that is super cool. It's one of the most popular platforms out there. Now, these are designed for real steel, even though I'm going to be using it for Airsoft. Let's pop this guy out. Comes with a nice rubber cover. There we go. Wow. Okay. It's a chonker. It's got the solar screen up on the top, so that obviously it can catch the rays of the sun and keep its charge. You've got your little battery warning, so the battery inserts through the side, which is nice. What I would like to see, and the sticker comes off nice and smooth, wonderful, and it doesn't leave any residue. That is huge. All right, so what I want to do, I don't know if there's a battery on the inside of here. I'm going to first turn it on, and then we'll take a look at the... Okay, the dot does pop up. It's... looks so much clearer in person. I don't know why the camera's not picking that up. It's one of those ones that have the crosshairs around it and then a dot in the center. And, well, that's kind of weird. If you have your finger over the top, the reticle will disappear. So the battery, I wonder if the battery is already on the inside, if they have one installed already. But it seems like the solar power doesn't work if you cover it. So it's going to have possibly a harder time in a dimmer light environment. But during the daytime, it seems like it'll be just fine. Let's see if there's a battery in there. It's just a flathead, so you don't necessarily need that tool. And then it looks like we can get the driver on the inside. Okay, there's no battery in there. Wow. Okay, I think if we do put a battery in, obviously the solar power is going to help assist with the non-necessity of the battery. But in a dark or a dimmer environment, that battery will allow us to continue to have power. I think we have to put it in like that. Yeah, that way is the way it goes. Okay, so make sure it's facing that direction. We'll toss the screw up on top. And we'll screw that guy back down. Now, I think we should still get the reticle, but even if we cover the top, you see how it stays on? So it can use full solar power if need be, but in dark environments or when the light goes dim, you have to put a battery in it, which is honestly kind of cool. I don't really know the science behind that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I do. Now, the company does not skimp on any mounting hardware. It has quite literally almost every single piece of hardware you're probably going to need for any type of mounting plate or any type of RMR plate that's already on top of your slide or your replica, you name it. I have no idea if these are the right screws, but we're going to use the number 6s because I believe these will fit. And you can see on the top, they are those T5 bits, so the star bits, which I prefer the most. I've found that these, out of all different types of like Allen key screws or Phillips heads, whatever screws, these ones seem to strip the least often. So I'm glad that these are the mounting hardware we're going to need. You have to set this guy up so that the pins drop into the pinholes up in the front. And then we'll get that T5 Allen key out that they have provided us with to keep it on. And then again, the mount for the riser is also a T5. So let's get this onto the AK. Before you go yelling at me about the dust cover mount, this dust cover is mounted to the handguard of the AK, so it is not going to be as wobbly and loose as you would with a standard AK dust cover mount. This one mounts to the back and up to the front, and it's totally stable, so we should be fine to hold 0. When we throw this on, I'm just going to keep the rubber on the top just so I don't get my fingers all over it, and we'll keep it maybe about there. I might have to move that around. I don't know if that's going to be the spot that I'm going to want to keep it in, but only time will tell. And we'll mount it on nice and sturdy. Pop the cover off. Optic out on the range and ready to go. We've got our wide angle and our close angle, and all we're going to do first is 0 it in. What I want you to do is keep in mind we have an elevation adjustment on the top and a wind adjustment on the side, and both are done via this little driver. Both the adjustments do click into place. You hear little clicks as you turn them, which is super crucial because it's going to allow us to hold the 0 a little bit better. And I personally like the clicking feature too. It just feels a little bit more high quality. We're going to go ahead and turn this guy on by pressing the button. And I'm sorry if it looks a little blurry. It looks phenomenal in person, but obviously you guys won't be able to see that because the camera just chooses to pick it up however it chooses to pick it up. We're going to throw this guy, this mag right on in. A little hard to do with this whole mounting system that I've got set up here, but we're just going to go ahead and toss some rounds into that purple target that's right over there, and we'll see if we're pretty zeroed in before we take it out to some more fine targets. So here we go. I think we got to bring that dot up just a little bit. I'm trying to get a good view. Yeah, we'll bring the dot up a little bit. Or I guess the round up a little bit, sorry. Let's try that. Got to bring the round up some more. That was probably a lot. Round up again. And that should be it. And I'll bring the round over to the left. I don't know how well you could see them flying. Let's try that out. And we're out of ammo, but we're zeroed in, so let's take it out to a more fine target range with some targets that are like headshot size. All right, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well. I can. We got some targets downrange that are around head height, the little silver ones. We're going to throw this guy on in place. And it's just good because you can't really see the optic, I know, but I can. I can see it just perfectly fine. And we're going to try and plink plink each one in 3, 2, 1. And we'll hit those low ones. And then where's the other one? There it is. And we are all out of rounds. That thing's phenomenal. I don't really have any green laser ones or green dot ones either. I really like that. I like that a lot. It's so weird with the phone construction, the camera construction up here. Let's wrap this up, shall we? there's a couple things that I want to address. Now, I was already sold. I was sold on it being a reticle that was powered by solar. It was just so cool. But what if I told you that I was kind of concerned? I was concerned originally with its ability to withstand drop and abuse, because obviously it has a screen up on the top, and I figured that might break. Well, I'm a clown, and I wish I was filming it. I wasn't. I was trying to mount up this arm on the back, and at the same time this was sitting on top of something that was kind of unstable, and it slid right off and landed directly into the dirt and the sand on some pebbles and whatnot. The entire thing landed straight down, and from what I saw, it landed on top of the red dot. I cleared it off and whatnot, and it still worked. No cracks, no problems, no nothing. I literally dropped it. I actually dropped it. So where they say it is shockproof, it's pretty shockproof. Now maybe if you toss it on a concrete it might be different, but I'm not going to do that because I really like it. Some other pluses: it comes with the riser, it comes with the cover, it comes with the hardware for everything you can possibly imagine. It comes with a Glock RMR mount, it comes with some extra batteries. This thing is, it's like an all-in-one package. It really is. The reticle, super duper clear. I don't understand why the camera just doesn't want to pick it up. It is so clear. It's a very, very, very nice green. It's like the dot with the crosshair around it, which is super cool. It's got the clicking function so that we can adjust it and it'll help us hold zero. It seemed to hold zero so far, so good. If it doesn't, I don't know. I mean, we shot 2 full mags out of it and it held so far. But its serious claim to fame is the fact that it's solar powered. Again, like we said before, it's going to work during the daytime on solar power. If you have a battery in there, it will use the battery, but not as much juice from my understanding. But if you don't and it's daytime out, no problem at all, it will work. However, keep in mind, if it does get dirty, if this gets covered by dust or mud or gunk or your hand or you name it, the solar power won't work, but that's when you have the battery port for you. Throw the battery in and it will work at nighttime, no problem. It'll work in an indoor environment, it'll work if this is dirty and covered, so that is huge. Huge props, and I really, really greatly appreciate this company for sending this red dot out. I had a blast testing it, and I love the fact that it's got that solar powered function. It's kind of reminiscent of like the HOLOSUN style of solar power, and it's a fraction of the price. So if you choose to and you want to check one of these guys out, I believe you can get them on Amazon and also their website. I definitely recommend it. I'll even go ahead and link it in the description for you so you can have easy access. I'll throw it in the comment section as well. Thanks for tuning in, and CV Life, thanks for sending this wild Optic out. I had a blast testing it, and thank you. My AK is finally complete. We got to get a flashlight. I'll catch you in the next one.